Today, we're going to read the story titled The Shortcut. What do you think this story might be about from reading the title and looking at our illustration? I think it might be about two kids that are walking home and maybe try to take a shortcut. Let's find out. Anna and Jackson walked home from school every day. They take the long way because it is safe. They know the way, and now it is a habit. Do you know what a habit is? A habit is something that you do without even thinking about, and something that you do every single day. Let's keep reading. One day, they were late leaving school. They had to be home by 4:00 p.m. They decided to take a shortcut. They had to walk in front of Miss Brown's house. She hadn't been seen for years. Uh-oh, what do you think happens? Well, let's find out. Her house was falling apart and looked spooky. The grass was long. The gate was broken. There were cobwebs everywhere. Anna and Jackson were nervous. They held each other's hands. So here we have our word cobwebs. And how do we figure out how to pronounce it? We can break it down into two little words. Cob and webs. And then together it's a cobwebs. And cobwebs are what the spiders live on. They walked quickly. They couldn't help but look at the house. They tried to keep walking, but something made them stop. Where was Miss Brown? Why was she a witch? Was she a witch? Was her house haunted? Let's keep reading and find out. Meow, called the cat from behind the house. Let's go look, said Jackson. Not a good idea, replied Anna, as she went behind Jackson. So why do you think that Anna went behind Jackson? Do you think that maybe she was trying to hide from the cat? They found a young kitten caught in a tree. She could not climb down by herself. I have an idea, said Anna. Let me climb on your back, Jackson. Jackson bent down and Anna climbed on. Jackson stood up and Anna felt tall. She reached the lowest branch with her arms. So here in our illustration, we see Jackson on his knees and Anna climbing on his back to try to reach the tree and get the kitten down. She pulled herself up and climbed the tree. She took the kitten in her arms and climbed down. She jumped from the lowest branch, still holding the kitten. You were very brave, came a voice from the house. Anna and Jackson turned around. They had forgotten that moments ago they were scared. They only wanted to help the kitten. So who do you think was talking from the house? Whose voice was that? Could it be Mrs. Brown's? Let's find out. They went to the door. They saw an old lady in a wheelchair inside. Please bring her to me, said Miss Brown. I don't know how I would have gotten her down. Thank you so much. So we were right. It was Mrs. Brown, and we can see her over here in our illustration, sitting in her wheelchair. Anna and Jackson smiled as they gave her the kitten. They did not listen to their fears. They followed their hearts. They knew they had made a difference. This word is difference. Ever since then, they take the shortcut home from school and wonder about what they were ever frightened about. Frightened is another word for scared. So they wondered why they were ever scared in the beginning. And that's the end of our story. So now that our story has ended, we have some questions to answer. Our first question is, name one fact about Miss Brown and one opinion. So here we need a fact and an opinion. Do you remember what a fact and an opinion are? Our second question is, what kind of animal did Anna and Jackson rescue? Do you remember what was trapped in the tree? And our last question is, how did Anna and Jackson feel about Miss Brown at the beginning of the story? Do you remember how they felt at the beginning? And how is that different from how they felt at the end?